Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. Today we're going to be discussing the arraignment of Mr. Koberger that occurred at a hearing on May 22nd, 2023. You will recall that in our prior episodes in this continuing series, which I hope that you have been listening to because the series is building as we go down the docket, that Mr. Koberger was indicted by a grand jury, that this led then to his arraignment being set for May 22nd at 9 a.m. What is an arraignment? That is the official start of the court proceedings now leading to trial. And the minutes are published on the docket, and you can review them. It tells us who was present, which participants are. Mr. Koberger was present in custody. Ms. Taylor was present according to the minutes, representing Mr. Koberger. Mr. Thompson was present, the prosecutor on behalf of the state of Idaho. And then it goes down minute by minute and tells us that the arraignment proceedings started at 9:09 a.m. And all of the events that were documented from the arraignment proceeding are listed here by time. For example, at 9:10 a.m. per the minutes, it tells us that Judge introduced himself to everyone that was in the courtroom over Zoom and to the parties. And then it went through a recap of what happened after that Mr. Koberger was read what the charges were. He was told by the court what the ultimate penalties were if he was convicted for the charges. He was also, by way of example, asked if he entered a plea, and he could have stood up and said, "I plead guilty to all of the charges," or he could have said, "I plead not guilty to all of the charges," or he could have entered a plea of any combination of the both. What he did is a concept known in law as he stood silent, and that means that he didn't say a word. His attorney, Ms. Taylor, stated to the court that Mr. Koberger was standing silent, as is his constitutionally protected right under the Fifth Amendment. And what happens then is when a defendant does so, that the court enters a plea for the defendant. Here, it's not guilty to all of the charges. There were other actions that occurred during the proceeding, including the agreement that the trial would be set October 2nd, 2023, for a period of 6 weeks. The court also confirmed that the preliminary hearing, which had been previously set for the end of June, was now not going to happen because of the indictment, as we've discussed before in this series, because the grand jury indicted Mr. Koberger. That obviated the need. There was no need now for the preliminary hearing, so that was canceled per the court. The court then concluded the hearing, and Mr. Koberger was remanded to the sheriff of Latah County. That will conclude today's episode. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope that you will join us again.